The General Store on 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, a lot of stuff going on this morning, Jess, on a Monday. What you got?
All right, here we go. A bipartisan group of senators announced yesterday that they have reached a deal on a narrow set of gun safety measures. The agreement would enhance background checks on gun buyers under the age of 21 and bar known domestic abusers for possessing guns. It also provides funding for states to implement red flag laws that allow the confiscation of guns in the hands of people deemed dangerous. The bill falls well short of what Democrats wanted, but appears to have enough Republican support to ensure its passage in the Senate.
So it is something.
It possibly could be something. Again, the deal falls well short of the gun bill that passed the House last week. That measure would have raised the age to buy automatic weapons to 21, ban the sale of high-capacity magazines, and require a background check to buy a ghost gun. But it looks like they may reach some sort of a deal, but it's going to fall short of what they were trying to implement last week.
Wow.
All right? Also, it was 123 degrees in Death Valley yesterday.
God
That was
sakes.
the worst of it.
Now, I'm not dumbing it down, but 123 degrees there is not 123 degrees here, right? Because there's a guy who we work
know.
with who has family who lives out there, and that's like dry heat.
Well,
So that's like
I
95.
know that I've heard the heat like in Nevada and Arizona is a little different. They
Yeah.
try to throw Texas in there too, but let me tell you something. When I was in Texas, it was hot. I was melting, and I'll never forget that heat. So, Bill, you can dumb it down and say, 123 degrees. Oh, no humidity. It's like 80.
It was hot in Texas, and you like heat though.
I do, but I
You
could
like it like
feel-
120.
I could feel the heat. I was melting.
Okay.
But that was the worst of it. About 75 million people elsewhere in the U.S. sweated out this weekend with a heat advisory. It was issued for most of the Southwest and Central U.S. It did reach 114 degrees at the Phoenix airport. A cooling off is expected today as the heat wave moved towards the east and the Mississippi Valley and the Carolinas. All right.
Okay.
Now, you are not imagining things. If you've been to the grocery store, the average amount that Americans are spending on food has now risen 10.1% compared to prices just a year ago. This is according to the labor statistics. This is the biggest jump that we've ever seen in 40 years.
You know what's real crazy though? Like I this kind of like worries me, but I think about this all the time. Is that they talk about the rising prices of things, not just food, but like gas and like different, everything. Everything's going up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. But unless, like, even if there's price gouging, if we continue to buy it, why would the companies want to lower it?
Oh, well, I've read an article.
You know what I'm
about
saying?
that
Because
yesterday.
we're not buying less food.
Right.
We're not
No,
buying
we're
less
not.
gas either.
No.
We're continuing. There's gas shortages. I mean, you go and they're out of gas. Like all it is, there's more demand. It's like that's what kind of worries me. Like the rising cost of like houses and rent and all this stuff. Even though it's like skyrocketing prices.
Yeah, I read an article yesterday that said that people need to continue to talk about it. Don't make that
like the
be
norm.
like the new normal.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be angry and you need to let them know like this is affecting
But I
our
mean,
family.
like, it wasn't this high demand back in 2019 before COVID. So, and then prices were lower. But now all of a sudden it's like they went up. Let's buy more. I
This
mean,
is
it's
the
just,
biggest jump in more
it's
than
so
40
crazy.
years.
And that kind of that would like kind of slow down the process of lowering prices. Because, hey, why would we want to lower prices if everybody keeps buying them? We're banking. So
It's crazy what we're seeing out there. Chicken prices alone, just chicken, it's up 17.4%.
and guess who's still running out and buying it? You and me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're not going to stop. Like that's the jacked up part. I'm not going to stop. So I don't know. The whole thing, like,
Yeah. I know. It was crazy because we went to the grocery store and it was only maybe, I'm going to say 6 bags. Jesse and I brought it in the house.
You have your own bags? You bring them?
No.
How'd you get the bags in?
They haven't switched anything over yet, so we got those thick ones.
Go over state lines?
I'm going to do that. But she said $227.
Wow.
That's what it was. And there's like really no food. It's like 6 bags.
You get like name brand stuff?
Some.
See, that's why.
Some. There's a couple things. But then like the other stuff is like bread, eggs, milk.
Yeah, but you probably get
iced
that
tea.
old yeah, but with the bread, you probably get the old
some fruit is in there.
what is it, little Betty?
There was 2 Lunchables. I mean, it was like hardly any food. No dinners. I don't even know what we're going to eat this week.
I know. You know what we do?
It's like, wait, what did I just buy?
No,
What is
you know what we
this?
do when we go to the
What is
grocery
this?
store? Like, and I'm bad with it. I'm the one. But when we go to the grocery store, I could like go and I got to get a couple things and I like fill the cart up. And, you know, if I have to call my wife or she's even with me, I'm like, all right, so how many dinners did we get out of this whole full cart?
I know.
None.
I know.
One.
I know. I'm like looking at the meat.
Because we fill it up with
spaghetti
junk.
noodles.
Junk.
I'm like, what are we eating here?
Yeah. Junk. Snacks and junk.
So, goodness.
But this stuff is so good.
Wow. So we'll see. I don't know what else to say about it.
Okay.
Governor Larry Hogan.
He was in Ocean City over the weekend.
With skyrocketing gas prices, people's wallets are hurting, and he says that it's very frustrating to see. He says that recently they did temporarily suspend the gas tax, but while Governor Hogan said that the suspension wasn't long enough, it did save some Marylanders about $120 million.
Yeah,
the
it did.
governor's office has also requested that the Biden administration and Congress cut the federal gas tax, but that proved to be unsuccessful. There aren't too many steps, he says, that I can do personally to take right now, but I understand how completely difficult it is for people that are trying to fill up their tanks, and those prices are continuing to go up. He also says we're going to look at how to solve the worldwide oil shortage problem. Governor Hogan says that he asked the comptroller, and he's looking to extend the gas tax suspension. A special session would have been needed for that to happen and a discussion to happen, but the governor said that the Speaker of the House and the Senate President didn't make it happen. But he's talking about it, and he's just very frustrated right now.
Governor
He doesn't
Hogan
really know what else to do. It's very frustrating to see.
On the boardwalk this weekend at Thrashers.
He was.
And he was also at the air show, and he was taking photos, and
Nice.
you can look up on his page online and also on Mayor Rick Meehan's page. So Governor Larry Hogan was down the ocean, Horn. He was down the ocean.
Nice.
So
And
pretty
then
cool.
Some sad news to report.
Yes, this is just awful.
We're going to finish up with this story, but Sheriff Mike Lewis and the members of the Wycomico County Sheriff's Office regrets to announce the line of duty death of one of their own. Deputy First Class Glenn Hilliard, a 16-year veteran law enforcement officer, was gunned down in Pittsville, Maryland, while attempting to apprehend a fugitive who was wanted on multiple felony warrants. Deputy Hilliard spotted the suspect coming out of an apartment complex, and a foot pursuit ensued. Deputy Hilliard was fatally shot while attempting to apprehend the suspect after an extensive manhunt by dozens of law enforcement officers from throughout the region. The suspect was captured and is awaiting arraignment. There is no further threat by this man to our communities. The days ahead will be challenging, but for now we are mourning the loss of an incredible human being. Deputy Glenn Hilliard was a son, a husband, and a father with 3 beautiful children and a brother to those that he worked with. He was a public servant to the citizens of Wycomico County and the state of Maryland, and our hearts and prayers go out to Glenn's family during this difficult time. As an organization, we're heartbroken over this senseless and tragic murder. The loss exacts an enormous emotional toll on the Sheriff's Office family. They will do what is necessary to honor Glenn and support those who knew and loved him. Brave men and women like Glenn put their lives in danger every day to protect our families, and the Wycomico County Sheriff's Office is extremely grateful to them for keeping our community safe. Glenn worked in several areas within the Sheriff's Office, having most recently transferred back to patrol upon request. Glenn would have celebrated his 42nd birthday next Wednesday on June the 22nd.
Only 41 years old, a wife and kids.
That is sad. Wow.
Tragic, man. Just tragic. 6:46. It's a Bill and Jessica show. We're going to get into DJ Batman coming up next.
Okay.
All right. So another sad news story out of Ocean City. So we'll talk about that right after Leah Kate, Bill and Jessica.